Oh, what is that? Oh, wait. Oh, that has a sharp end. Oh, that's a saber. Here, I'll give you something else. Here, I will give you a spatula. A spatula? Oh, okay. It is 4 o'clock. I'm actually gonna start prepping dinner now because we're gonna go to the PARK while that's marinating, and then this is just a really easy dinner that we make like pretty much every single week. I'm gonna marinate the salmon, and the nice thing about fish, it's so fast to cook up. I've been meaning to share a full week of dinner ideas to give you guys that we eat all the time. They are staples, and we just like rotate them, and then once in a while we'll add something new. But these are meals 9 times out of 10 my kids will eat, so they are just go-tos for us. It's gonna be a very realistic look into weeknight dinners. So if you like this type of video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. I post here every single week. Okay, let's get our salmon. You gonna help? Yeah. This is a really big piece of fish. Oh, you have access to all the sharp stuff. Look at this nice fish. We always like to get wild caught. Oh my God. Okay, take your hands out. Take your hands out. It's hot, spicy, hot, hot. Move your hands, take the spoon out. We'll wash your hands after. At least we're not doing raw chicken. Hang on, wait for mom. Don't touch anything. How did this turn into meal prepping with a 2-year-old? I do not know. Marinate, little toasted sesame oil. This goes good on everything. This is the sauce that you ask on all your rice. Some tamari, which is basically just a healthier version of soy sauce. Ooh. Put that in the sink. Put that in the sink. We got daddy on camera now. Okay, a little olive oil, just a little bit. Squeeze. I'm gonna pop this into the fridge to marinate while we are getting their energy out at the park so they all sleep good, okay? So we're back from the park. I'm gonna cook up some rice for the kids and Matt, and also add in some frozen cauliflower rice. It's a good little hack to get your kids to eat some veg. Honestly, Oakley has moved every utensil, measuring cup around. We're gonna use a standard cup. You just need 1 part rice, 2 parts water. You guys see this little bugger is always busy hands. Oh, you know what? That can hurt. That can hurt. There's a lot of sharp things in there. We'll move. Oh, and oh, we have a pizza cutter. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, and yeah, that's also ouchie. Ouchie. Go show daddy. This is how I get him occupied. Go show daddy. This is gonna cook in like 10, 12 minutes, depending on how thick or big your fish is. But I just feel like baking your fish all at once is the way to go when you're trying to feed your family, when everyone's hungry for dinner. Okay, and I'm gonna add the edamame in this pot. And I just boil it for like 5 minutes. Look, where's the cauliflower? Where? Undetectable. Keep that going. While that's all cooking, we're gonna go ahead and make our sauce. This is essentially a healthier yum yum sauce that I like to make, which I didn't even know what yum yum sauce was before we went to like is it hibachi place in Florida? And it's like, they put it on everything. It's so good, but like if you look at the ingredients of it, it's like not so good. So I just like make my own version at home. I like to do mine and Matt's a little bit spicy, but for the kids, I do a non-spicy batch. So I like to do avocado oil mayonnaise, put a little ketchup in it, funny enough. And I'm gonna do a little sesame oil. You know what, that's probably done. It doesn't take long to make edamame. Where's the colander? Beans are done. We got 3 minutes left on the clock before the fish is done, and I bet we can finish the sauce. Do a little lime juice. One thing that is kind of crucial to this recipe is smoked paprika, which I do not have because I really want to limit the spices that I was buying while we're here. But yeah, I'm really bummed out that we don't have that because it really is a crucial ingredient. Oh, right, there's maple syrup in it. Okay, we'll make do with what we have. Some pepper. Garlic powder, I have that in this sea salt blend, so we'll just add more of that. A little drizzle, maple syrup. I'm just gonna mix that up, give it a taste test. Honestly, anything with mayonnaise is delicious. For Matt and I'm gonna add in some of this chili crunch spicy oil. I don't have sriracha, so we'll just use that instead. A little taste test. It's like the perfect combination of sweet and tangy and creamy. So this is gonna be a great little dipping or drizzling sauce. I like it spicy. This on salmon is gonna be so good. And let's plate the kids first because I already hear them freaking out upstairs. And I just do the fish in chunks. At home, I will sometimes just cut it into chunks ahead of time and stick it in the air fryer, lightly shred it. I also just like to double check for bones. And then I like to chop the frozen mango because they're pretty big chunks, but my kids go crazy over it. They think it's like candy. I like to sometimes add an interactive element to dinner, so I'm gonna let them add in their own sauce, and then I will serve this with some toasted seaweed wrappers on the side. There you go, Oakley. There you go. Here, I'm gonna, oh, okay, put it all here. Hey, why do we have to do that? Is it good, Oakley? Oh, he's making a wrap, Matt. Good job. The green one. Oh, avocado. Yeah, and mango.
And one with salmon, rice, avocado.
Even though my kids love this dinner, the issue is I never actually get to sit down because I'm constantly just like making them wraps. Although Sage knows how to make them.
I don't want to.
You don't want to. You're tired?
Yeah.
Okay, do some rice. Let me get some napkins. Let's see.
10.
Let's see if every dinner I do this week we can get a thumbs up. Sage, thumbs up? Yeah. Oakley, thumbs up? Masas.
This is our sauce,
Looks
right?
good. This is little seaweed flakes.
I'm gonna on my wrap this time.
We are gonna get started on dinner early tonight because Oakley's napping and that's pretty much the only time I get to do something. I'm making 2 different potatoes because I want to use up my Japanese sweet potatoes, but also I made these the other day for my kids and called them potato fries and they thought they were fries. So we're gonna do them again and make them really, really crispy. I also realized I don't have any lemons. I usually do like kind of like a lemon, olive oil, Greek style potatoes or fries, but I'm all out, but it's okay. We have like tzatziki and stuff that's gonna give us that Greek, Mediterranean inspired taste. I have them all laid out on a pan lined with parchment paper. The trick is to get as many of the cut sides down so that they get nice and crispy. So I'm gonna put all the potatoes in the oven while we prep our lamb koftas. For dinner tonight, I'm gonna be making my lamb koftas. It's something I make all the time. It's one of Oakley's favorites, but we haven't had it for a while, so I want to do like a Mediterranean sort of dinner. For the base, we're gonna be using these slow fermented artisanal pita bread from Wild Grain. I love having their products in the freezer for when I need them. They are a bake from frozen subscription box for things like breads, pastas, and pastries, and they get delivered straight to your door, and they're actually sponsoring today's video, which I'm so excited about because we truly love their products and we go through them so quickly. Last year, I became really aware of the ingredients and the quality of the breads that I was buying for my family, and I actually heard on a podcast that one of the best things you can do for your family's health is to actually swap out the bread you are using, and I'm not gonna lie, that really stuck with me. The long ingredient list on breads these days is crazy, and I'm like, what happened just to flour, salt, and water? I love the flavor and quality of fresh sourdough bread, but let's be honest, I don't got the time and the energy to make it from scratch. Maybe one day when my kids are both sleeping through the night, but that's definitely not today. Which, let's just look at these ingredients. Flour, salt, water, yeast, and olive oil. I love that Wild Grain offers slow fermented options because it actually makes the bread not only easier to digest, but it increases the nutrient availability. These pitas are gonna be the perfect addition to stuff with our lamb koftas, tzatziki. I'm gonna do a little Greek salad on the side. Also, my kids just love them as sandwiches. You can cut them into triangles and have them as like pita chips with hummus. They're so versatile, and I love the ingredients, and it literally smells like a bakery in our kitchen right now. I'm not gonna lie, this with butter is delicious. If you've never checked out Wild Grain before, you can browse their website, find all different products, create your own custom box, and they even have plant-based and gluten-free options as well. We've tried everything from them, from croissants, cookies, sourdough bread, fresh pasta, and it's all been so delicious. If you also want delicious, fresh baked pasta, bread, and pastries from the comfort of your home, I'm gonna have a link down below for you guys to check out Wild Grain. You guys can use my code to save $30 off your first box, plus free croissants for life, which is wild. That's just what they told me, so I'm just letting you know, and it's pretty cool because my kids love croissants. All right, let's make the lamb koftas and we can assemble our pitas. Even though I've made this 1,000 times, I still have to sometimes reference my cookbook. Oh, a third cup. See, glad I checked. Okay, now I'm always scared of taking off my rings for fear that I may lose them. Okay, I wish I had my meat gloves that I got myself back at home, but we do not. So we're just gonna go in and give it a massage. This is a nice allergy-friendly recipe too because it's egg-free, and I used almond flour, but you can use breadcrumbs or gluten-free breadcrumbs if you want, or you could even just use like ground oat flour, so it's very customizable. This is also just a great recipe to give your kids to introduce them to lamb, which is such a great like flavorful meat and just a good swap out from ground beef all the time. I do about 1.5 tablespoons, and then we just roll, and I like to do them in little oval shapes. And that's how my little guy likes them. So I don't want to switch it up, but basically like that. You don't need any oil for this recipe because lamb already has like a good amount of fat in it. So it'll release it as it cooks and get super delicious and browned and crispy. Oven they go, 10 minutes, we'll flip, another 5 minutes. I don't know if this is considered cheating, but I did buy a pre-made salad just because I didn't want to get all the components of a Greek salad, like the feta and the olives. This one even has pepperoni and these like little grape leaf, what are these called? Stuffed grape leaves. Those look good. I'm just gonna dump it into a bowl, toss it, and we have salad. I should have thought of this before. I'm gonna pull out the pepperoni so my daughter can also eat this. These guys are gonna be spicy. It also came with a Greek style vinaigrette. Kids are out of the pool. We're gonna sit down for dinner soon, but that's what it looks like. Honestly, just like perfect size. Perfect. So for tonight's dinner, I'm gonna do kind of like a beef teriyaki stir fry. My kids love it. I do like a mix of like beef broccoli. I'll do like a chow mein, but with like a healthier sauce. But for tonight, I got a nice piece of top sirloin steak that I'm actually gonna slice up, tenderize, and marinate for a little bit before we cook everything up. For veg, I have some bok choy, green onion, and then just some broccoli and carrots that I gotta use up. For the noodles, I'm gonna do some udon. I always mix it up. I've done rice noodles before. I've done glass noodles, although my little guy doesn't care for those. And then I've done like chow mein noodles as well. Those are fun. I just love noodles. If there's one food I could eat forever, it's probably noodles. I'm also gonna do some crispy tofu, just cubed up. My kids really like it, and so even though it's kind of like random with like a beef udon stir fry, is it or not? I don't know, but even if they have it as a side dish, I'm gonna have that just for options if they're not like really into the veg. Should probably tenderize it first. I don't have my meat tenderizer with me, so we're gonna use a wooden spoon and a fork and see how that goes. Get all the frustration out. Trim off some of this fat. If Cashew were here, I would definitely give this to her. Not all of it, but I'll take off this. I'm gonna transfer this into a mixing bowl and add our marinade. I did pick up this pre-made teriyaki sauce, which usually I just make it from scratch, but I have limited ingredients here. So I'm just gonna try it. I don't know if I'm gonna do all of this or just add it as like one of my ingredients and make my own. Yeah, it's definitely on the sweeter side and I want a little bit more savory. I'm gonna do some of the teriyaki, toasted sesame oil, tamari. I'll do a little salt and pep and then garlic and ginger and a lime as well. And I think that would be delicious. I'm gonna take my hand and just give it a nice massage. Just to get all that flavor marinated. And I like to do this first so you can just set aside. Ideally, I would do this like the day before, but tenderizing and marinating it really just softens the meat, which is better for kids for chewing, but it just tastes way better. And I'm just gonna pop that into the fridge while we prep our veggies. I like to pat dry my tofu, just makes it get extra crispy in the oven. Because when you buy it, it comes in just like a water bath and it's pretty wet. You can also get a tofu press, but I don't have one where you can press it. Oh. I feel like a sushi chef right now. I like to do little cubes. Okay, these are gonna cook for 4 minutes, so really fast. Like 30 more seconds. Okay, now I am working with limited pots and pans in this kitchen, so we are gonna sear our beef in this one, and I guess I'm gonna take the beef out, saute my veggies, then try to add everything back in, like the beef and the noodles. I might have to switch to a bigger pot, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm just gonna add my beef. I'll probably do it in 2 batches, so I get a nice sear, and I'll do about 2 to 4 minutes on each side. Bring up the heat a little. Already smells so good in here. I live by timers. I have a timer on my phone. I have a timer on the microwave for the tofu in the oven. Forget all about the tofu. I stop the timer. Oh, if you don't use timers when you cook, I don't know, like mentally, I can't handle it. I'll definitely forget that there's something cooking if it's not on a timer. Let's check in on the tofu. I'm gonna give them a little flip. I usually just use my hands. I know, not good. Actually, you know what? They could go longer. I'm gonna bring up the temp to 425. I usually do them in my air fryer back at home so they get crispier, so I'm just gonna bump up the heat. Oh yeah, we're getting some color. Okay, in the same pan, I'm gonna add some oil and my veggies. I did the green onion big so I can easily remove those, but it'll still give it lots of flavor, or I can just eat it on the side. But I'm gonna add a little more tamari and sesame oil on here and just let this cook down. Some frozen edamame, because why not? I have that in the freezer. Oop, might as well use it up. Now I'm gonna add the noodles. Oh my gosh. This pan is too small. Okay, and I just want the noodles to get a little bit of the flavor of the sauce. Just get them tossed in, and then we can get this off the pan. I'm gonna try not to scrape the bottom of the pan. I know, metal on nonstick. And add in the beef. At this point, if you feel like you need more sauce, just add in a little bit more. I'm gonna do a little more teriyaki and soy sauce. Forget all about the tofu. I stopped the timer. Oh. Well, they're crispy. I don't even have to flip them. They are ready. I was like, what's that noise? Oh, the oven's still on. Okay, this is why we live by the timer. But these are ready. They're good to go. Totally forgot about them. Whoopsie. I'm gonna let this cool. I gotta get the kids ready. We have to head out soon. But I'm gonna show you what it looks like when we're actually sitting down for dinner. We gotta do a little bite test, see if the sauce is good enough. Try the meat. Perfect. You know why? Because we tenderized it and marinated it. been a busy day. We've been at the park, the pool, just enjoying the sunshine as much as we can while we're down here in Florida. And we are just gonna do an easy peasy dinner tonight. Usually once a week without fail, we do some kind of like taco meat, either on actual tacos or today we're gonna do nachos because I think my kids are sick of tacos now. So we gotta switch it up, so nachos it is. The sun keeps going behind clouds, so it's like changing the lighting. I'm gonna make homemade pico de gallo, some guacamole, and then just chop up all my toppings. Kids are about to have a bath, so it's about to get crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna get everything ready and then I'm gonna let the kids assemble because that's how I get them to eat more veggies. The other time I made this, both my kids, Sage likes peppers. Oakley, I told him they were sprinkles. And because Sage was eating them, he was eating them. And I was like, we've been eating so many new veggies since we've been down here. I'm gonna start on the pico de gallo. I also have a ton of, this was like an accident order of all these tomatoes. And nobody likes tomatoes except me in this house. I don't know if this is just a me problem. I cannot chop jalapenos by myself. They burn my hands, like the oil in it or something. I need gloves, which I don't have. So I'm gonna get Matt to chop that up, but I'll get everything else going. We're getting a bigger bowl. Okay, I'm just gonna chop all of this because I'll use some for the guacamole as well, and I don't want it to go to waste. And some sea salt. This one's a blend of parsley, onion, and garlic. Black pepper. So fresh. That's good, a little pre-dinner snack. Also, these chips are so good. They're cooked in beef tallow. I have to say, if it tastes like salty and sour, you're on the right track. To me, it's gotta really taste like lime. Lime, salt, and some spice, which I'm gonna put that aside for Matt to do, but I'm gonna throw this in the fridge. Two for two. I like to pre-cube it because it just makes it easier to mash up and then you just get some texture still. These avocados are perfectly ripe. If I add any raw garlic to dishes that's not cooked, my kids are like, it's spicy! Taste test. Oh, it's good.
Can I help you?
Oh, I would love that.
Can I do that part?
Yeah, you want to drain them?
Ooh, that's a lot.
Good job.
Is there still more?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The red ones are even sweeter.
Can I do one?
Yeah. You're nice.
That's sweet.
It's sweet. Let me try. Those are good peppers. What do you want on our nachos? Wait, I'm slicing them like this.
Pepper and cheese.
Pepper and cheese. And how about black beans?
No, thank you.
How about corn?
No, my reds are so red.
They are. Okay,
Wow, I didn't see on the mirror. Pause it.
Are you just?
They're so red.
Oh.
Look.
They are so red.
Look. Is this sharp?
No. No. Oh, look at you getting the technique. Okay, so we're gonna grate the cheese. Yeah. Okay, some has to be for our nachos. We need some for the nachos.
Can I put some?
Yeah. Yeah, Oakley. There you go.
On my chip, because I'm not feeling like something. Okay, stop. Stop
He's
doing
just eating.
that.
it's okay. Oakley put peppers too.
Woo! So many peppers. Yeah, we always eat people. The last one.
It's in the oven. We're gonna get it nice and melty. Gotta get all that cheese on top. The mess on the floor.
Can I put the light?
I'm gonna broil.
I'm scared.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Go inside.
You want what? Go on this side? Oh, can Oakley sit with you?
Yes, of course. I want it to sit with me.
Okay, you gotta hold him. I'm just gonna do these on broil for about 5 minutes, but make sure you watch them really closely because broiling can like burn in like 2 seconds, which happened last time.
Or if you keep it in 10 minutes, it will burn.
Yeah, it burns fast, so.
Not this and that's neat.
Ooh. All right, we have our nachos. I just added some of the guac on top. I got the pico de gallo on the side for Matt and I. For sour cream, a little fun hack is using cottage cheese, but we have the regular stuff too if the kids want it, but this is just what I usually like. I like the taste of it, it's high in protein. And we may regret this, but we're gonna do a little movie night in the living room. Hopefully this doesn't get all over the carpet. Matt's already, this is like story of our life. Matt's already on dishes. He's like, I gotta get a clean kitchen. Dip it in guacamole. There you go.
It's all yours.
Get something in there besides just a chip. Yeah?
Tim, I'm thinking, drowning, I'm mommy, I'm full.
You're full? Is this thumbs up dinner? Oakley, thumbs up? Yeah.
A finger up.